how's everyone doing? Welcome back to the stream. I've just realised the countdown wasn't working, so I've probably been sitting here for like 10 minutes with this with this in starting soon. So apologies for that. Don't know what the hell's happened. It's streaming's not easy, and neither are words. So I'm starting to struggle with stuff like this. But how's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for joining us this fine Tuesday. Hope you're all doing well wherever you guys are in the world. As always, I like to keep the chat as best I can throughout these streams. So if you've got any questions you want to ask us, pop it in the chat. You want to shout out, pop it in there as well. I always start these not going well, or what's not going well? My stream, or everything in general crazy that we've been chatting about earlier, mate. But yeah, I do like to try and keep the chat, as I said before. Got any questions, or you want to pop something in there, pop it in the chat. Let me know you're all fitting well. And yeah, and I'll start by doing some shout outs very, very soon. And then, as the title suggests, I'm going to showcase some of the stuff we've been doing on the Decor mod. That is pretty much about 90% complete. There was a few things that were broken. I'm going to be testing these out tonight, since me and Crazy synced everything across. So there's a few things that I think are still broken, possibly, hopefully not too much. But yeah, we've added quite a bit since the last time I showcased this as well, so there's some exciting stuff in there to show you guys. As I said, about 90% complete, pretty much there. A few more things to add and a few more things to tweak. And the plan is to release Castlecraft Decor and Castlecraft Structures both at the same time. So there'll be a Structures mod along with the Decor mod as well. So hopefully that all goes to plan, and we get something back from CourseForge at some point in Wildcard, because it's been 2 weeks and I've heard nothing at all. And I know it was going to be a lengthy process. I know Sandy already kind of gave us the heads up that it's not something that happens overnight. But yeah, man, it's just I feel we've put all this work into it, and yeah, nothing, man, nothing. But yeah, we'll start with some shout outs as always. So I'll say a big warm welcome to Cyan Empress, how you doing? To Brini, welcome to the stream. To Carleen Goodwill, as always, welcome back. To Baha, it's been 87, it has. I think I need one of them, you know, the SpongeBob things where you press the button and it goes 3 hours later. Keep doing that. We'll do that for every day. Crazy, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, we'll get that sorted, man. That's on that thingamabob is on the way tomorrow. Lugria, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Sandy, as always, welcome back, bud, and congrats on the announcement with the new modern stuff that you're doing. Really good to see. Hyper Apex, as always, buddy, welcome back to the stream. Says Aaron, get out of the closet fund. Yeah, we need to get this mod released, Hyper Apex, buddy. We need to get this released. Realms Cat, how you doing? As always, hi Aaron, doing pretty good myself. Can't wait for both mods. Colin says, I think we should start a GoFundMe to get Crazy a new computer. Deborah Alexander says, hello everyone, how you doing, Deborah? There's a lot of Hyper Apex said there's a lot of grey. Crazy with the final showcase before you actually build a castle. Well, the plan is hopefully tomorrow I'm going to do a build. I'm going to build something. Nothing too spectacular, nothing too big. But we'll start doing some builds with the mod, I think. I kind of wanted to do the builds once the Decor mod was done, had all the items in there as well. So, but yeah, we'll be doing some builds with the mod. I think it's only fair, isn't it? Who else have we got? We've got Wayward Cult. How you doing? Bar has his CourseForge deleted. Oh, don't say that. Can you imagine? I think I would delete everything if that was the case. I would be deleted. Just gone. Never be seen again. Lugria says he already had Brady build the castle. He's outsourcing. This is it. Yeah, I'm just going to showcase it. That's it. Anything I want to build from now on, I'll get someone else to do it for us. Hemeshu, how you doing, buddy? Love from India. How you doing, bud? Savannah, how you doing? Welcome to another stream. Hope you're doing well. Chris Finch, welcome back to another one, buddy. 42 streams, castle building incoming. But we'll get this one finished though. It's easier now because I've got a full castle mod. Yeah, I've got no excuse. No excuse. Hemeshu, all the way from India, buddy. How you doing? Welcome to another stream. Hope you're doing well. Right, we've got 47 people in the chat. We'll wait for a few more, and then we'll make a start, I promise. And as I said, we've added quite a bit since the last stream. So I'm going to showcase all the items, show you how a lot of them work, and yeah, hopefully it'll complement the structures mod. fairly well. That's the idea. And if it ever gets released, that's if it ever gets released. I don't know. I don't know what I expected, to be fair. I don't know if I thought you'd hear just something other than thanks for submitting the mod. Some will be in touch. Not even a time or a date. Rachel Hoppy, as always, thank you so much, man. You're always coming in there with the super chats. Genuinely appreciate it. The stream hasn't even started yet. Thank you so much for your generosity. Says, my God, you could not have started streaming at a better time. I've just started delving into the news, getting really depressed. This is a much better use of my time. You know what? I'm glad I can help. And welcome to the stream, man. And yeah, stay away from that news stuff. No one needs to read that. Come and hang out with us. But thank you so much, Rachel. I genuinely appreciate that, man. That's so generous of you. Thank you, man. I hope there's another shovel. There's not another shovel because we've got a shovel in the. But you know what? We'll find something. We'll find something, Carleen. We'll find something, and we'll give it a bit of a nod. But yeah, the shovel in the Western Decor fits really well actually with this mod as well. Nicole, how you doing? Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. As I said, a few more people in there, and we'll make a start. A pickaxe. Yeah, or we could do like an anvil or something like that, possibly. There's a lot of stuff needs to be finalised in terms of like naming stuff. So we'll golden shovel for Carleen, says Lugria. Golden shovel. Is the music okay as well? Because I had some problems earlier with getting the music to work, and I just kind of picked a level and hoped that was going to be it. Baha says this mod needs a Baha blade or something. You know what? I think what we'll do is I'll show you what we've got, and we'll give everything a name. What we don't want to do, we need to come up with some good names. I'm not in Baha's not a good name, but we can't have like crazy stuff in there because it's got to try and fit with the medieval theme as well. So. Carly Google says, I told you, man, the shovel was a very versatile thing. It is, you know what? It works in everywhere. It works in, well, every mod we've got so far. We've only got a few, but they fit quite nicely. Crazy says, did you say something? I can hear you over the wub. Jokes, it's fine. All right, good. Don't, because you know how I stress about stuff like this. I really do. Axeman Dave, as always, buddy, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Can't forget a nice axe for the Axeman, like me. And Boss says, how did you like the theme song? Theme song? How did you like the theme song? Yeah, yeah, it was good, man. I like it, and I'm gonna have that playing, looping, obviously at the start of every stream. I'll probably play it at the end as well. Is that the final version? Because there was 2. Or are you still working on a Baha? A jousting arena. Yes, we've got some jousting items, but again, that's something we should be able to build that with this mod. If not, I can stick a few more things in the deco side of it, and make my life a little bit easier because I do have some assets that I could probably use for that. Songbird Gaming, how you doing? As always, welcome back to another stream. I'm going to try to lurk and catch as much of this as I can, but I'm out grocery shopping, so I won't be able to chat much. Nah, yeah, here, man. That's the main thing. Appreciate you being there, man, Songbird. Thank you so much, man. Another themed song, says Carleen. Yeah, it's quite funny as well. It's quite a good one. Yeah, the lighting seems a bit off on this as well, but I feel like I look like a ghost. But hey ho, right? You know what? I think we should make a start. As I said, we've got 40 odd people in there. Right. Before I do though, as always, I need to say thanks to the sponsors of the channel. That's Nitrado and Chill Blast. Without them guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we do in terms of the PC and the servers as well that we host. So yeah, I'll make a start. Just make sure everything is right on my end. Everything seems good, and yeah, I think we should just make a start. Blair the Wise, how you doing? Been saying the same thing every time, but can't wait to repair the castle on Ragnarok with this mod. You know what? I can't wait to see what people come up with, to be fair. I mean, obviously, Breeny's already done an epic castle, so it gives you a bit of food for thought in terms of like the things you can do with it, but I can't wait to see what other people come up with as well. So, yeah, man, I just need it released. We need it released. I'm not happy with the lyrics. I could just get AI to write them, but they're always stupid that way. And Chief J Dub says another showcase. All right, got my money waiting on the drop. Yeah, well, it's not finished yet. So as I said, it's almost like I should probably rename this to something else, but it's more like a devlog type thing. I kind of want to show you kind of where we are and what we're doing. It's always good as well to get everyone's feedback because A lot of things have kind of changed because of that as well, and some really good suggestions and ideas. I mean, even on the showcase of the structures mod last week, it was really good to see someone come up with an idea about kind of just reducing the size or having a different option for the triangle ceilings, because obviously, the roofs, because they're poking through. Again, really good suggestion, and that's on the list of things to do once it's been released. Mike's Game Lewis says, "What did I miss? Anything good?" No, just me waffling, Mike. Just me waffling, buddy. And Songbird says, "If we are suggesting things to add, then I would love a bird. I can't even speak today. Wow, a bird perch for chibis or taxidermy, or maybe just a static feather light on a perch like a pet." I like that idea, Songbird, and yeah, I'll see what I can do in terms of getting that added for you. Sandy says, "That's a great custom skin. Who made it again?" Oh, Songbird, you're in there. Who made this? Who made the tool belt again? I'm so bad with names. Medieval nobles kept birds as pets, so it would fit, I think. And Axeman Dave says, "I can't wait for a release of the new mods. I bet Aaron and team have done an amazing job with this one. Love the Western and the Steam mod." HyperApex says, "Aaron has a new theme song." Yeah, we do. It's not finished yet from what Baha's saying, but the two... Yeah, Cliffin. Yeah, that's it, man. Holy crap, how can I forget that? Yeah, Cliffin, Sandy. Right, okay. Okay. Right, so... give yourself a lot of space here to showcase everything. We've actually now got 32 different categories, is probably the best way to call them. So obviously things like, tableware's been added. We've got weapon racks, the torture devices. We've got signposts, all that kind of stuff. But there's 32 different categories in here now, which is quite a few. And also, just so I can show you, everything's crafted as always. Like all of the Decor mods, we're going to keep them the same. Everything will be crafted in the crafting station. Again, it does look, it's decorated, so it can work as a decorative piece itself as well, not just something that's kind of tucked out the way that you use. Baha says, "Aaron is streaming from the closet. He loves being close to his theme songs." Pretty much, mate. The custom cosmetic pack is called Extra Life Top Secret Cosmetics or something like that, and it's a free to download. They only work on male characters though. Variety of spice of life. Yeah, 32. I've probably got 2 or 3 more different folders to add, and I'm probably going to have to edit that because it is quite a sizable shock horror. I know, quite a sizable mod, but I just think in terms of decor, you don't want a decor mod where you've only got a few items and you're struggling for bits. And yeah, man. So there's quite a few things been added, but we're gonna add a few more, and that'll be it. Dark Crow says, "I've just joined what I missed." Not a lot, just me prattling on. To be fair, mate. Maybe working mailbox. The APS mailbox just needed a keyboard and mouse attached to the console for it to work. So rebinding needed was all you guys could do. It'd give it the castle home. You know what? I would love to do something like that. Chris says, "Can't stick around. So many bugs. You will have to write them down." So any bugs you have to do, PC needs to be fixed. No worries, mate. And obviously, hopefully, get that sorted soon. And like I say, I'm posting that thingamabob off to you tomorrow, and hopefully, we can get back to modding together, man. Castles had mailboxes. Thought it was ravens. Well, we could do something like that. It could be like a raven that you just mailbox, and then it makes a silly little noise, and it makes a raven noise, and then I don't know, but it would be cool. It would be cool. Right, so obviously, as I said before, everything's crafted in the crafting station, and when you go into there, everything is pretty much kind of highlighted. So again, you're not having to search around for things. Everything's unlocked. We've done this on level 6. And in terms of the crafting requirements, very, very minimal. I've got things like 1 piece of wood, a few little bits. I know Crazy said that he wants it to be a little bit bigger, or he thinks things should unlock a little bit higher on. But I just think it's a Decor mod, and I'm sticking with it. It's going to be really minimal. You don't need much to craft these items. But yeah, and again, to find everything's now got its own kind of... They have got their own name, but if you just search in the crafting section, Castle Craft, or even Castle, everything will show up there. So it's all named Castlecraft something. So again, should be easy to find. I've been there before when I'm searching through different mods, and I'm really struggling to find all the items. So if you just type in the name of the mod, everything should be easy enough to find. Make sense so far. Baja says you could reskin the delivery balloon from Extinction to look like a raven. We could send ravens anywhere on the map for... Oh! I do like that. Baja, stick it in my Discord, man, because I will forget. I mean, I can watch the stream back, but stick it in my Discord because that's a really, really cool idea. I do like it. Got any plans, says Balder the Wise, for the tribe tower skins that would match? So again, what I'm trying to do is, I mean, with this being a free mod, this I don't want people to have to purchase anything for it to work. And I think I'm right in saying, if Sandy's still in the chat, you would have to own Bob's Tall Tales for that to work. Sandy, I think I'm right. I might be wrong. But yeah, but again, I do like that idea, and I do like the fact that, you know, there's a lot of stuff in these Bob Tall Tales packs than the DLCs, which would look pretty cool if you reskin them. But I just think I don't want people to have to purchase anything extra to get that to work. That's just my opinion. Right, I think the best way to do this is going to be just pick a few items and go through them. So we'll start with. Let's start with a few of these items here. We're just going to stick them all out, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in a chest a little bit later on, so I don't kind of reuse what we've already got. So keep it. What else are we going to go for? Let's go for that, and let's go for that. So a few new things in here as well, and there is a few things that we've already seen before, but hey ho. Songbird Chase, yes, this is true. Hyperix is very slowing ascended raven. I would ever see if Aaron does make that idea, but very slowly ascending raven. Yeah, you know what? I do think that's doable, and I think that would look pretty cool as well. A chest, call it a doom box, says Carleen Goodwill. Stuck in the suggestions. Cheers, Baja. Thank you, buddy. And Sally says, for skins, you wouldn't need to purchase it. I just updated Quantum with the skins for all Bob's Tall Tales. Of course, you wouldn't be able to skin them if you don't own them. All right, okay. All right, so literally you can just pop it in there, and if someone does own it, then they could use it, and obviously if they didn't, they wouldn't, yeah? Maybe a special section where Aaron uses the Bob's Tall Tales. Would love a cart build. Yeah, we could have a separate section, couldn't we? That's not a bad shout, actually. It's not a bad shout. Right. I do know I need to change these in terms of like how far they stick out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the skin for now to wood, just so I can showcase off these. So we've got, first and foremost, we're going to start off with the tapestries. So we have got quite a few. We've got 8 in total. So we've got some small style ones, and then they're going to kind of gradually kind of go up in scale. That one's not too bad. The reason why I'm putting them on the wood is because some of them do, yeah, stick through the stone. So I do need to kind of change how far out these kind of these stick. But for now, let's just stick them around. That's a big lad. That's a big one. We'll stick that one there. So yeah, just a couple of stylized tapestries. What I was thinking about doing, they are not easy to do though. They have so much animation and particles everywhere. And Bar says, if you have to make the wall wood to show it off, doesn't that defeat the purpose of the showcase? Well, I just realised earlier when I was testing it that some of them still... I mean, what has happened, because I did move them all, what has happened since me and Crazy have synced a few things, then a lot of stuff's disappeared. So things like destructible meshes as well have decided to stop working as well. I don't know exactly what that is, but hopefully we can get that resolved soon. But yeah, a couple of tapestries. Again, just in the medieval theme. Two or three small ones, a couple of medium ones, and two big ones. It's like a Mercedes showcasing using a BMW, and be like, it's like this, but it's a Mercedes badge. Yeah, just imagine that the pieces of stone aren't sticking. To be fair, that's not too bad, in all fairness. But yeah, need to move them off the wall ever so slightly. What I was thinking about doing as well, and because I know a lot of people kind of don't like AI and stuff, but I've been messing about with stuff, and I was thinking potentially we could do some picture frames similar to what I'm going to show on screen. So we could do like a tapestry with like knights riding dinosaurs, things like that, and you know, we could do like picture frames like this, and also like maps, you know, for like the world map and stuff as well, or the war map, just have like a dinosaur themed one. I don't know what you think of that, but I just thought, like I say, I didn't want to kind of just add them all in before, but I've done quite a few, but I think that looks pretty cool, especially if it was framed. You know, different knights and battles and stuff like that as well. So if you all think that's a good idea, I could definitely add that to the mod as well, because that's easy enough to do. Chief says, yes, knights on dinosaurs. Boulder says, medieval arc theme, I like it. Songbird Gaming, having an idea like a spacer or adapter to put behind the pictures on picture walls would really be helpful for the mod and user. Yeah, and I think that's the thing as well, because it's a bit of a trade-off, isn't it? Because as an example, obviously I was aware that most people would be using these like on brick or on the castle walls. But if you put this against something like metal or tech, there's a huge gap. So it's so difficult. They're not dynamic. And again, I don't even know if that's something you can do, because basically when you make these, you've got to set it kind of like how far off the wall you want it to place. But yeah, I've seen a lot of mods where they've put them flat against, for instance, a metal wall or a flipped wood wall, and then as soon as you skin it with or place it or swap it out with a stone wall, you just lose half the item. Rachel says, can we do an insect collection? Yeah, we could, yes, absolutely. Nikos says, how much will that mess with the mods? Says Nikos, in terms of having the spacer. I mean, again, I don't know if you could make a spacer and then have it like referenced as a wall piece, so that when you place the other structures on top of it, it acts as a wall. That's probably doable, to be fair. Axeman says definitely add them. Okay, it sounds like you like them, so we'll go for them. Sir Hugh on the Dodo to save the day says Hyper Apex. What about the insect collection using the insect creatures? Songbird says a frame or pinned insects. That was tiny dung beetle, arthro, mantis, rhino. All the insects would be funny on a theme. And yes, exactly. That's why Soko has a vanilla adapter item in his Decor mod, the one with the French folder. I might have to look at that and see how it's been done. I do think what they've done is they've just labelled that as a wall. And it allows you to place stuffs on top of it. Not a bad shout, to be fair, and I might see if I can get that added in this mod, to be fair. It shouldn't be too difficult. Blank tapestry so we can add our own, says Lugria. Again, I like that idea as well, so that would just be a picture frame. I mean, again, what I was thinking was something like this, that you can see. It would be like, there'll be 3 or 4 of them, and they would all be on the same frame, and you can basically cycle through, a bit like you can do with the other items I'm going to show you today. With the place in a metal wall sign, they could give them enough space. You know what? Let's test it. Sign. Let's test it. So, like, even wildcards items, you can see how far they've kind of moved it off, and the idea is that'll fit on any of the items, doesn't matter how thick they are. Sorry, any of the walls. That might work. Let's test it. Nope. But yeah, something like that would work, and all we would do is you'd just basically relabel that, retag that as a wall, and then the item you're placed on it would think that's a wall. So that's probably a good shout. I could get you with Soka, and you could ask him. I know he'd be tickled pink to get a chance to chat with you. Yeah, absolutely. Please, if you could do that'd be great. But I do think it's just re-tagging the item as a wall. That should work. Joe J Jumbo, how you doing? Needs some Monty Python Easter eggs. Oh, you know what? That's not a bad idea either. I do like that idea. I do like that idea. But yeah, so there we go. First and foremost, we've got some tapestries. Not a huge amount, and that's why I wanted to kind of make some of my own. So I'll probably add a few of them that I've showed you there, and I might make a war map as well. Can you put a canvas behind it to use as a spacer? You know what? I'll quickly check. I don't think you could, because a canvas. I don't think you can place things on canvases. God damn it, I've just replaced the thing I need to put on top of. Yeah, okay, so that's working in terms of it's spacing it, but it's not recognizing that as a wall, so we'd have to basically tell it to be able to snap to canvases as well. Mike's Gaming Away says, honestly, buddy, thank you so much, as always. You're an absolute legend, mate. Another 5 gifted members, and for some reason, now it doesn't show you who's been gifted the members anymore. So a big, warm welcome to all you 5 out there who's getting them. And yeah, it doesn't say who's been gifted. So welcome to everyone who's been gifted, whoever you are. Pop it in chat if you have, and let me know. Sandy says, can you place a sign on top of a sign, or add a variant with a thicker size? I think you might be able to be fair. But I do think, regardless of what we do, I would have to build something like this and just have that so that it snaps to a wall, but then make the other items, certainly these. I can, you know, it's doable. It is doable. I know that. I can confirm it wasn't one of the hidden gifted, says Baha. He wasn't one of them. And HyperX says Aaron broke his stream in terms of gifting. I don't know what's happened. Honestly, it's since my update, a lot of stuff just decides not to work. Quantum Scopic Black Holes. How you doing? Would you be able to do a decor box on the wall, then add the tapestries? Again, possibly. But I think these are the things that I can easily get working. And again, it's a really good suggestion, to be fair, because... No, it goes straight through them. It's just not recognising it. But, again... Yeah, if you can put Soko in contact, that'll be great. But I think I could fix that quite quickly tonight, to be honest with you. Yeah, right. So they are the tapestries. Obviously, I'm going to add some more as suggested. Next thing I want to showcase is the flags. We've got a lot more flags now than what we had originally. So we'll start with the small ones. So we've got some floor flags. And that is, let me have a quick look. There's 8 variations of this. So again, what's quite nice with this mod is rather than to cycle through all of the different flags and all the different items, most of these items will have variants. Very similar to the structures mod. So again, when you do place them down, best thing to do is go up to each item and see if there's a little cog. If there is, it means they've got lots of options. As well, for this one, obviously it doesn't. So again, quite quickly, just pop to the item, investigate, or press the inventory button. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'll quickly show you the different variants. 5. Have I missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? No, I just can't count. Okay. Where are they off to? Why does it do that? Something. What's it? Where are they going? Okay, they've had enough. Can't wait for this mod. I just found out about it yesterday. Says Quantum Scopic. Oh, good stuff, man. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. As I said, before, we are doing 2. There's going to be Castlecraft structures and Castlecraft decors as well. So there's going to be 2 released at the same time. So hopefully, you'll get to enjoy it. But yeah, so there's your small floor flags. We've also got some new wall flags that I've added. Again, slightly smaller than the kind of huge banner flags, but I did think we were missing. We didn't have enough wall flags. That's the same. So there's 8 different versions of that as well. So I'm just going to quickly pop them down there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there we go. So again, the idea is, you can basically have a theme going through your castle, like your clan or your tribe, and lots of different kind of types of flags, and with all the same kind of logos. Those 2 rolling broken pieces look like a mint arrow, says Baha. Charlie says, any chance of getting a gun to help cycle through the variants, or like the ASR gun, where you can copy and paste variants? Yes, we're looking into doing it. It's not as easy as just making a gun. It's fairly complex, and so we're going to release the mod first, and then after that, we are going to look at different ways in which we can kind of improve. We have tried to make it easier in terms of... So if you think back to my Western Decor mod, to get... If you wanted to find these flags, rather than having to put 1 down, you have to cycle through all of 8 of them and get... If you wanted the 5th one, you've got to cycle back through the 5th. So hopefully now, because we have got the radial wheel with this, it should make it easier now to kind of change things. But I get what you're saying. Certainly with the structures mod, we do need to look at a way of making life easier for everyone, I think. It's a me, Mario. It's I don't know what it is. It's Harris Heller. It's Harris Heller. Are the flags paintable? The different regions. So good. It's a good point, Songbird. I don't believe these ones are yet, but there is some. All the items will be paintable, and I will show you. I will show you guys that in a sec. But I don't think these ones are yet. We're in the process of going through all of the items at the moment. So let's just quickly stick that down. No, they aren't. They aren't at the moment. Again, potentially, but again, these are going to be quite difficult to do in terms of like the material. We've got some larger flags as well. These ones are paintable. I do know that. So we have 2 variants of this one. So we've got the standard flag and obviously the Hyper Apex banner flag as well. Again, both of these look pretty cool. And I do know these are paintable. So as an example, Region 1 is that section there. Same with that. And Region 2 is the kind of the back. I think it's the back of the flag. And I do believe you can do Region 3 as well, which is the pool. So let's have a quick look. Yeah. So again, they are difficult in terms of some of the materials. They don't paint like super bright. And I think Region 3 is the pool, or could be 4. Yeah, Region 4 is the pool. So there is options. You can paint things now as well, and that's the same with every item in here as well. So yeah, or it will be once we've got that resolved. The pool holding up got painted. Says Bar. Yeah, so hopefully most things do have various different paint regions. More Bevens, how you doing? This is premium showcase, right? Premiums need to have options of paint. This one's not premium. This is free. This is a free mod. This one, the Decor mod's free. The structures mod will be premium, and that is fully customizable, fully paintable. Yes. What the hell's going on? Oh. Also, as well, all of the Decor items as well, they do work with the rain and stuff and the snow, so they will get kind of the world stuff like snow and rain, and will get wet, which is quite cool as well compared to the previous mod. So again, we've added quite a bit to this one because the idea is it's going to complement the structures mod. Geodaton, how you doing, pal? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, comes the wetness, says HyperFX. And Carlene says, hello, Geodaton. This one is free. Structures will be... Exactly that, Sandy. Exactly that, pal. So, they are the wall banners. Let me get back to where we were. Beep, beep. So, put the tables down, and it was wall banners. And we can probably add something else now, can't we? Let's go for some barrels. Is that all of them? It is. So, hold on, I've got 4 sections. 1, 2. Oh, we've got larger ones, man. What am I doing? We've got larger ones as well. Okay. I forget. There we go. So, flags. We've got quite a few. So, 4 different versions, 4 different variations. 2 wall-mounted and 2 that go on the floor. Have I put the same one on twice? Yes, I have. Okay. Big Daddy, honestly, thank you so much, man. How generous, coming in with a $20 super chat. What an absolute superstar. Great way to make an entrance, as always. Thank you so much for that. Sorry I've been super busy, but love your content. Keep it up, my friend. Gotta run. Ah, in and out, just like that. In and out, Big Daddy Premier Soccer. Thank you so much, man. And I do appreciate that, man. Just literally coming in there with a gifted donation and then just leaving. Thank you so much, pal. You're an absolute legend. Thank you so much. Realms Cats pointed out that the flag 7 is reversed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reversed? Reversed? Oh, what do we mean? I'll have to watch this later. I have to get all this paperwork done. That is sitting on my desk after a long week. No worries, Mike. Honestly, thank you so much for the gifted members as well, pal. Appreciate it, buddy. The colours. Oh yeah, and so is this. This is flipped as well. The lie. You know what? That's just me being an idiot. I've actually placed them all. When I've built the model, they've all been flipped the wrong way around, so they all are mirrored. So that's something I need to fix before I release that. So thank you so much for pointing that out, and can't believe I didn't notice that, man. Yeah. Let's just see which ones are the wrong way around, because these should be the same as the other ones. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. Good spot, man. Oh, there's only 4 of these. Okay. Just call it an Easter egg. Yeah, it was intentional. Just to make sure you're watching. Okay, so these ones are the wrong way around, because them lions are the same as that, and that's the same. That is so weird, because that is how it's come in the pack. Okay, right. I need to fix that. The old mum place, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. The yellow background and the red line, is that the Scotland flag? I don't know, is it? It might be. It might be. We could say it is Baja, if it makes you feel good. Right, okay. Flags. So there's the flags and there's the tapestries. Next thing I want to show you is the barrels. We love barrels. Sorry, mate, OCD kicked in there. You know what? I'm glad you noticed that. I'm surprised I didn't. I'm surprised I did. I think it's because, you know, when you look at something... Go away. Go away. You know, when you look at something all the time over and over again. It's, yeah, man. Right, okay. Barrels. So, a few different options for the barrels. So, let's see how many we've got there. So, that's 3. So, we've got 3 of these guys. And again, just use the radial wheel. So again, with these barrels, I'll show you kind of what you would have to have done. back in the day with my previous mods, and you'd be cycling forever. So we've got that version. We've also got, I think there might be 3 of these as well. Let's have a little look. Yes, there is. And again, the only thing that's changed on these is really it's kind of the wood. You can see that's a little bit of a different color as well. But again, all of these items are 100% paintable. So just quickly show you. I think this has got different color regions as well. Some have got more color regions than the others. There we go. So if you want a green barrel and a red barrel, these paint really well. Actually, it looks like it has got more than 2, which is cool. I know a lot of people... There we go. This one's got 3 regions. I know some people go crazy for paint. I don't know why. I just hate paint and stuff, but people have asked for it. And so they've got it. But yeah, so most items at the moment are paintable. They all will be eventually. As you've just seen there. I'm not going to paint everyone every time I do it. But I will kind of, as and when, paint a few. I've been waiting for this. Is it available now? Says Einride. Not yet. Not yet. Hopefully. God, I hate it when you leave something in your hand. Hopefully it'll be available soon. I'm just waiting for the structures mod to get approved by CourseForge, and then the plan is to release them both at the same time. It's probably 95% complete. As I said, I kind of just show you the progress that we've made so far. We've got 2 open barrels. One has got barley in it, and one has got wheat. Well, I think that's where it is. That's what I've called it. And then we've got some of the larger barrels as well, which I'm going to stick at the back there. I think there's 3 of them as well. There's 4. Okay. So although it doesn't look like as much in terms of like when you're cycling through things, you can see there is quite a few. So 4 different categories in here, which gives you like, 8, 9, 10, 13 different barrels. But yeah, there's the barrels. Can you hide in the barrel? You know what? I wish you could, and I probably would have added that. But again, I think that was a Bob's Tall Tales item that came with the Western stuff, or the yeah, it was Bob's Tall Tales. So that's kind of anything with Bob's Tall Tales I've kind of shied away from, Carleen. Can you play? Yes. So everything's stackable. Everything that you think should be stackable is stackable. So yeah, so again, I want to try and make it so that you can literally kind of just make a lot of clutter kind of super easy. Again, just by changing the different variations, just different colours. So yeah, if you've got 2 close together, you can just literally change the colour of it so it looks completely different. But yeah, everything, anything you think you should be able to stack, you can. Love the colour on the top one too. Says Sandy, and Chris is cool. So you can build a storeroom of barrels. Yes, you can. And that's the plan. Anything you think you can put something on, you should be able to put something on, unless I've missed it. And if I have, let me know. Aaron believes I do, Slayersy now. I love stacking. I love stacking stuff. 100% Hyper Apex, 100%, and that's something I want to do. And also as well, I mentioned this in the last stream as well, we will be looking to put a trailer together for this as well. So I want everyone that's part of this community to come on, and we're going to do some like role playing, and we're going to get the trailer set up. And I've got someone looking to record that, and it'd be really good to get you in, do a little bit of acting and stuff, and get you in the trailer so that you'll be there to see. The only thing I'm going to struggle with is that we're going to have 5 people that can download the mod, so there's going to be a lot of people that are in the trailer. You won't get to see. It'll be like what, you know what? It'll be like if you're in the Avengers and you record on a blue screen. You're going to see everything built without any of the the skins on. So, and then you'll only get to see where you were, what you were doing when the video is released. So that'll be quite cool to to see. Miss when he got Kraken with the stacking. You know what? This is it, man. This is the new thing. I don't have room for the map. So for a map says Mom players. Chris says they need to get their butts into gear to finally use this mod because I constantly check for this mod on Sandy's page. Listen, I check my emails every day, like literally every day, and then I get an email through, and I get right excited, and it's just like someone trying to sell us something or something random, you know. So, yeah, man, you and me both. But I mean, even there, you know, we've only gone through 3 items or 3 different folders, and we've got quite a bit going on now, which is pretty cool. It's called Imagination, Aaron, says Carly in Goodwill. Yes, but again, I've zoomed into I'd loaded into the map last week, and I hadn't updated the mod, and it was just so weird to see the whole build just built out like normal structures without the skins on them. Is it going to be on Sandy's page or Aaron's or both? So there's this. It's going to be on my page. There's also a separate mod page for that as well, Chief. But if Sandy wants to advertise it, I'm happy for him to. Diana Yoda, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Do the barrels have storage? They do. Yes, they do. So again, anything that you think should have storage or how they work. Come on. They used to. I don't know what's happened there. They used to have storage. I can add that. I don't know what's happened. I don't know why that's gone. I don't know what's happened. Anyway, right. The mod will look better with Sandy's name when it says Vaha. You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Sandy's the GOAT when it comes to the modern community now at the minute. So, if I can affiliate myself with Sandy, I'll be happy. Not entirely sure yet. I'm right. It is going to be this one's going to be a big mod. There's a lot in it. We are trying to bring it down, streamline it. What we've had to do though, and this is something that does bump the mod up, is that a lot of people when they're playing on the Western Decor mod and the steampunk, certainly on Xbox and PlayStation, they do see a lot of the kind of textures or kind of blurry or look a bit like Play-Doh. And even on PC, if you're not running on like high graphic settings, they do get a bit blurry. That's because I didn't use virtual textures on the previous mods. These are virtual textures now, but what you find is when you change it or convert it to a virtual texture, for some unknown reason, the file size looks the same when you do it, but then it explodes and it goes like, you know, almost 2 times the size once it's uploaded. So to get the graphics to work and get everyone to be able to see the things as it was intended, they've got to be a virtual texture. So yeah, I don't know any other way to kind of reduce that unless Sandy or anyone's got any suggestions for that, or any other modders or anyone who's watching this. Let me know, because nothing I've been able to do so far has been able to fix that. Avalanche trying to steal Sandy from us. We need to revolt. We do. We do. We do. Right. Tables. Tables do snap to foundations. Obviously, you can switch that off as you would do normally. So I'm going to go through. We've got quite a few different table variants. So a couple of small ones, which I'm going to put next to each other. This one has got 2 different variations. Good thing with these tables as well, everything snaps pretty close together. So if you are looking to build a large table with the table you've got, you can do that as well. So you're not limited to the tables you've got. You can actually make kind of much bigger ones. Savannah, honestly, thank you so much, man. I do appreciate the support. You're so kind. Another $5. Thank you so much for the super chat. I can't wait for it. That I'm biting my nails. You know what, mate? It's so strange. I didn't think I'd get as riled up about it, but it's, as I said, 2 weeks has been a long time, and the more I do streams like this, and the more I put the stuff out, I really just want to get it out there so everyone can crack on with it, you know. Ashley B says, hi everyone, how you doing? And Chris is, I am sorry I didn't hear about the drawbridges and castle gates. yeah, if we are going to add that, it wouldn't be a skin. We'd have to kind of do that through something else. So, but yeah, it's on the dev list, on the suggestions. It would be really cool. And yeah, I think a castle's not a castle without a drawbridge, is it? Any table wall lamps that aren't blinding and painful to look at, says Chief Dub. I've got a load of lights in here. I've got a load of different things, and I've spent hours tweaking the how much they glow. So there's nothing that goes on the table, but we've got a lot of cool wall lights and stuff like that as well. So hopefully I'll be able to show you that as well. I'm expecting over 500,000 downloads after 2. You know what? Imagine that. Imagine that. You know what? I'd be happy, and believe this or not, I would be happy just to get it out there, and it got a couple of thousand downloads and people started using it. That to me is just it'd be great to see if people would actually pay for something that we've created. You know. G. Dayton says, why did the restaurant on the moon go out of business? Because there was no atmosphere and the tables kept floating away. Wow. I like it. I like it. Because this feels like stuff inspired by Castle Keeps and Forts from ASE, says Chris. And the mod players I would pay. You know what? You're right. Castle Keeps and Forts was probably one of my favourite mods. And yeah, a lot of people wanted castles. And no more less than myself. So yeah, it probably is heavily inspired by it. Absolutely. I don't doubt they'll pay for this one. Such a well done mod, says Sunny. Oh, cheers. You know what? Coming from you, mate. I appreciate it, pal. Castles are basically a British thing. Can you add the 4 countries as flags for role-playing reasons? Yeah, you know what? It's a good shout as well. It's a good shout, mate. Just 11 million downloads in a month. Sunbird. You know what? I hope so. I hope so. It was the one and only mod. You know what? It was. And that's what got me. You know what? I'll be honest with you. It did hook us. It got us into playing with mods. And yeah, man. It's ironic, isn't it? That the one and only mod that I started with is something I've made myself. Plus, compared to other mods, you have multiple sets, not just the one. You know what? And that's what I'm hoping it's gonna do well. And yeah, honestly, I couldn't ask for anything less other than if people download it and people play with it and people are happy with it, I think that's the main thing. Loken says I need it yesterday. Oh, good stuff, man. I appreciate it. Thanks, everyone. Right. Second small table. Again, just a couple of variations to that. Not too much. And again, as I said, everything's really snappable. So, again, if you wanted to make a long table, you could. If you wanted to make a square table like that, you could as well. So, again, hopefully, it's going to give you some variation. We've got a couple of... Is that another small table? Bloody hell, how many have I done? They're on table crazy, to be fair. Okay, so there's your small tables, 3 of which. We've got a large dining table, and I think that's got 3 variations. I could be wrong. Nope, got 3. So the only thing that's changed on this is the textures. You can paint these as well if you wanted to. But again, if you don't want to paint it and keep it like kind of looking rustic, you can do that as well. And again, similar to what I was saying before, you've got all of the various snap points, so you can make a huge, a huge table if you wanted to. And again, they do blend fairly well. Adam is a tester. I'm going to give feedback. Sorry, I'm not going to give feedback. I just want early access. You know what? I'm sure haven't I given that to you yet? If not, I will. Baha. But yeah, if you could test, that would be good. Slayerzina says, I love everything so far, but need to do chores and take more medicine. You know what? Thank you so much for stopping by. Genuinely appreciate it. And yeah, man, take care, Xena. Smooth Rustic and Splinter Tables. Yeah, that should be the name of them. I love the 1, 2, 3 option. You know what? And I think that's, as I said previously, if you wanted to kind of do this, that was already we've got 4, 5, we've got 8, and you'd be cycling through them all to get to the one you wanted. So I think it made sense. What else have we got? We've got the table with the drawers, and I think there is 3 of them as well. Yes, there is, and I think this one's got a cloth on it as well. So again, Similar tables, but again, just a few different variations. Larkin says, I was going to test it, but I had life. You know what? And I've always said this, you know, that always comes first, regardless, in my opinion. And yeah, I appreciate you. To be fair, I appreciate everyone who did help test the mod. That was a ton of people, so yeah, I can't thank you enough for that. And a lot of good suggestions came back from that as well. So yeah, thank you so much for that, man. We've also got a stone table, and we've got a round table as well. So a load of different options there when it comes to tables. I think a lot of some of these do have multiple paint regions as well. So let me just quickly double check. So I know this one definitely has. So the first one is the metal, and I believe, yeah, the second is the... Not much difference between these two colours, to be fair, so we'll just... There we go. So yeah. Don't know why anyone would want to paint this, but the option's there if you want it. Is the stained glass being worked on? Yes, we've got... we haven't got the stained glass patterns yet, but we do have lots of glass in here. So as an example... Wow, painting the wrong stuff. As always. Come on, there we go. So yeah, it works really well. I mean, it's not a full blown stained glass window, but again, it's quite kind of you can see the difference obviously once it's been painted. Yeah, so in terms of the drawbridge, we're limited to what you can actually do with the with it being a skin. It'd be different if it was a structures mod. I don't like the color of this. If it was a structures mod, you can pretty much do what you want. To an extent. It is. It's hard to see from there, but it definitely does. It definitely does, Sandy. Don't know if you can tell there when I'm moving that. This bit here, in between the triangles of the diamonds. Don't know what colour that was, Baha. It was one of the pinky colours. Fuchsia. Fuchsia? Fuskia? Something like that. It does, honestly, it really does. And again, you know, you can literally do a kind of I think, well, you can. I know you can. You can also do the kind of metal beading as well. And again, same with, you know, there's different variants. Oh. That you can change as well. So yeah, I mean, to be fair, I am really happy with kind of how the glass turned out, to be honest with you. Chris says, what map? This is Astraeos. It's the Nicartus's map. I only chose this because it's really light and it's easier and it's nicer to kind of showcase all of the items in the bright light. Sandy said, sorry, Chris, Sandy, with your skills, I bet you can create a good drawbridge and gate mod. That would be amazing. No Knights of the Round Table. No, I haven't, not yet. But that's something I want to do. I wanted a huge round table. That's probably something I'm probably going to add later. I also wanted a Sword in the Stone as well. I'm never getting around to doing that. So yeah, hopefully we can get all this added before it's released. But if not, we'll just have to release kind of with what we've got now. One thing I have added, and I've never had this in any of my Decor mods, is I've added tableware now. So people will be happy to hear that we've now got tableware. So we've got quite a bit of items. We've got bottles, we've got jugs, plates, and we've got cups and mugs. So we've got a few bottles. So I'll just quickly place them all down there. I know this has got 3 variants. So just going to stick them all together so you can see them. And again, just using the wheel, just changes the colour. So we've got your small bottle and your 3 medium-sized bottles. Excuse me, bloody hell, sorry. I came from my toes. And we've got a few larger bottles here as well. I think there's 2 of them. Yep, so there's 2 larger bottles. Aaron, you have a fan. He wants to kiss you passionately. Who does? Who does? Oh, dang, I can play that because it's no longer available in the mod list because it is being ported over in February, says Chris. What can't you play? Larkin says, to be honest, I adore lattice glassworking and wrought iron fencing, so this is a dream come true. Well done. Oh, thank you, man. Using the new large barn doors, you can make a nice vanilla drawbridge. Yeah, you can, but again, the problem is, you know how it kind of opens, it does this? There's no way of hiding. What's this? What's this? It's a dead one of them. Upside down one of them. You couldn't make that disappear. Ideally, that's what we're going to do. Just make this one taller and have this one invisible. But I don't know how you do this. But he says you love the table. You know what I noticed? I've just seen the interior of one of the builds, and my god, there is an absolute ton of the bottles. Looks absolutely fantastic. Is there anything for like archery targets from the medieval times? There is indeed, Chris. Wait and watch this space, buddy. We will get to that. Yes, and there's quite a few cool items being added in terms of weapons and stuff as well. So yeah, we'll get to that. So other things to show is the jugs. I don't know how many there is, so I'm going to quickly have a look. Oh, we got 5. Nice. 5 jugs. I keep forgetting what I've put in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to change them all. So that's the first one. Four and 5. So there's my jugs. So we've got some posh ones. We've got some poorer ones as well. Some are made of pottery. What else have we got? We've got plates as well. How many plates have we got? I'm gonna guess. We've got. Let's go for 4. We can always add a 5th one if need be. Yes, we've got 4. Okay, so stick the plates down. There we go. So yeah, not a huge amount of table. Oh, sorry. And wait, there's more. We've got cups as well. So we've got a chalice, a gold chalice, the King's Cup. What else we got? A small cup. I will move this out the way in a sec. How many are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got one more. 5. Wow. There we go. And we've got the beer tanker. So yeah, quite a bit of tableware. Not as much as I'd liked. I did want to have like forks and knives and all that kind of stuff, but they were just too small, and like you really couldn't see them, to be honest with you. So I guess, you know, that works. You could, you know, put a few plates down there, put a few kind of cups or mugs, and yeah, you can kind of do a whole kind of medieval table. I didn't, Sandy. I don't know exactly how big this is. It's fairly hefty. It's actually a lot smaller for some reason. I don't know if it's how to do with the compression, but it's a lot smaller on console than it is on PC. Can you give me the chalice for the Holy Grail, please? Says Gia Dayton. Yeah, that's a tableware. That's as much as we've got at the moment. Astraeus mod map is is confirmed to come to official ESA on the 1499. They have added as well. They've added the structures mod, which is quite cool because I didn't think they were going to be doing that. You can't keep the collision, but skin it with an invisible glass. You know what? That's not a bad shout either. You probably could, to be fair. Baja. You probably could. That's not a bad shout. I just don't know how you'd... I don't know. I'll have to look. But 100%, because that was the first thing we had said, me and Crazy, that I'd love to do. But I don't know how Wildcard would feel about, you know, it having an invisible barrier. I don't know. Circus does utensils regardless of size. It definitely adds a nice touch when walking through, says Wop. Don't be afraid of it that it's small. You know what? Again, there's going to be a load added to this. I might do it anyway, to be fair. It's not a bad shout, because I think it was someone mentioned in the last stream as well about like having like keys and stuff, you know, for like the dungeon decor, having them hung up on the wall. And I was just worried that they're going to be, not worried, but they're going to be so small that you ain't going to be able to see them. But yeah, that's just me. Right. Next thing I want to show you is the chests. I don't think, other than one of them, I might be wrong. I think it might just be this, not this one. There's one of them that has, I think that's it there. I think that's got a few variants. Yeah. It's this one. Oh, damn it. It's got 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Wow. There we go. So that's got 4 different variants, and again, because it's it has got this. Right, this does have storage. This one, okay, cool. And again, you can, if you want, add stuff to it. So again, anything this one doesn't, I don't think, because I thought nope, it has. Okay, there's certain items though that doesn't have any kind of, you can't put things on. Let's say if it's got a pointy roof, that type of thing, it wouldn't make much sense. I believe these yeah, these do stack as well, so you can stack these chests. That one maybe doesn't look great, but this one here I think would look pretty cool stacked, because you know that works in terms of the kind of the bottom feet. Joe J. Gimbo says, sorry, Chief Jubb says, is there a chef's table with pieces we can pick up and move, sort of like the Conan XL's? That would be good. I do have a chest set that I was going to add, but it was like there were individual pieces and it was loads of textures for each one. But in terms of moving the items, well, I haven't got anything like that at the moment. Joe J. Gimbo says they allow crystal structures cosmetics on official, which is invisible glass. Songbird Gaming says the structures mod is a custom cosmetic, so glad they cleared it for official. I love chests and trunks. Please tell me they are functional. They are. Yes, they are, Larkin. And Circa's mods are huge though and don't add as much. It's like 1 to 2 gigs per room, kitchen, library, bedroom, etc. And Songbird Gaming says I added it up once, and using Circa's current castle mods will be well over 10 gigs. Holy moly. Right, okay, well, ours isn't that big. But it is big, as you well know. All of my mods are. But yeah, we're trying to keep it down as best we can. I'm just checking if any of these have got variants. No, but we've got a lot of chests to work with. And they stack. Fry meme from Futurama. Shut up and take my money. It's free. It's absolutely free, Larkin. It's free. 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 Zero. Zilch. Right, one thing that I was conscious of, that we didn't have many chairs. I had 2 chairs in the whole mod. So one thing I have done is I've added a load of new chairs. So let us just kind of stick these all down there. So that these 2 here are the ones that we originally had, which I thought was like a little bit sad that we only had these 2. which you can paint now, by the way. So we've added a few more. So we've got a few more kind of like, I don't know, like, what fancy looking chairs. So we've got some, couldn't get away from the arms sticking through, unfortunately. Either that or it would have been a really, really small chair. But there, you've got more of like a noble style chair. Same with this one. This one's a bit more fancy. It's got like a soft kind of cushion on it. So pretty cool design. And we've got more of like a Templar or Temple style chair. And we've got the 2 stools as well. So chairs, we've got more chairs than we had. We had 2, now we've got 7. So we've increased that by quite a bit. I do want to add more chairs, and I think we've got enough tables. I do want to have more chairs because, yeah, I just think, especially for different kind of scenarios, like different buildings and different rooms, it'd be good to have different style chairs. But yeah, we've got 7 now, so we've added quite a few since the previous showcase. We had to pick them up and move them into our inventory and then place the piece in the new position. Then I stored them in a trunk when the pieces were taken. Oh, is this on the chest set? Right, okay. Larkin says, I know, but I would pay for it. Also, it's Laken. Laken? But everyone says it's different, and I like how you pronounce it. I'll try and pronounce it right, though, Laken. Rachel says, can I paste a video of my insect collection in your... 100%, please do. Please do, Rachel. That's what it's there for. Wop says they definitely do add a lot, which is why they are a staple of many servers who add Decor. Do you have a rocking horse? I don't have a rocking horse yet. Tina, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Savannah says looking good, and Bar has, I'm going to need at least 2 months for the build challenge just to go through what to include. I do know that that's something that it is quite daunting because I'm like that myself, and but hopefully because everything's kind of all under kind of one little umbrella, it should make it easier to find everything. But yeah, I get your point. Okay, right, read. That is the chairs. I'm now going to move on to... I'm going to snap these. Let's go with 5, because there's probably going to be more than that. Nope, there's 5. That was luck. So again, we've got some wall-mounted shields. Various different kind of logos and designs. This one on the end is probably my favourite. So we've got a few small shields. We've also got a few kind of bigger shields as well. 3. Let's go with 5 again. That's probably going to be less. No, there's not. There's 5. Happy days. I wasn't keen on these ones, to be fair. I didn't know whether to leave them in or not. But, yeah. They're a different variation. They work fairly well. And we've got a lot, and I mean a lot, of larger... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go with 10. It's probably less. Oh, there's probably more. Oh, there's 10. Wow. Okay, I've seen this mod before. Let's just quickly put them all down, and we'll zoom out so you can see them. Hopefully all the textures are there. And the reason why there's more of these is just because there's different shapes as well. I could have went forever with the shields, but this design is probably my favourite. But this shield itself with the dragon on it, let's get rid of the hood. This shield here is probably my favourite with the dragon. But yeah, quite a few wall shields. I think they'll obviously look pretty cool in people's builds as well. Tina says, I will say this is the best mod I have ever seen. I say greetings from Germany. I don't understand not a lot because your dialect, but I look at all your videos and follow all your chats. So this... Oh, thank you so much, Tina. Appreciate it. Not many people can understand me, even English people as well. So you are not alone. You are not alone. Laken says, I like the second one and the end one, but I'm stickler for the aesthetics. And Jadit says, cool. Boss says, the dragon shield is sick. Yeah, it's my favourite one. It's this one here is... I do like it. I like this one as well, to be fair. Looks pretty cool. So yeah, wall shields done. 5 and 3 looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, they do. They do. Right, next thing is carpets and rugs. And I don't think there's enough rugs and carpets in mods these days. The good thing with this as well is you can literally build a full carpet if you wanted to. They do stack very well. I'm just going to separate these though. And obviously, as before, with all the other ones, there has different variations. So that particular rug has got 3 variants. The larger rug has 4, I believe. Yep. So again, I do like the way they do stack or the snap together. So you could literally build a full room and, you know, hopefully furnish the whole floor. Yeah, they are floating ever so slightly, and they should cover every foundation. I tried it with stone, obviously metal and tech is fine, but the stone it should cover fairly well also. The next one is we've got a few kind of runners. So we've got some small runner rugs. I think there's 3 of these. Could be wrong. No, there's actually 5. Okay. a bit more than I thought. 4, 5. Other carpet sized with foundations, so we can wall-to-wall carpet a room. No, but what you can do is, I think I've done it so that they have got a bit of wiggle room. So you can, yeah, you can slip them under. So I've made it so that you can, because again, you'll be limited to the size of these, so you can slide them under, and it doesn't kind of take any collision. So you could go fairly far out underneath the wall and do a full room. We've got also a couple of large runners as well, which are, I think there's 3 of them. Yes. And my personal favourite is the large red runner, and again, this would be great for like throne rooms, I guess. Different churches, cathedrals, that type of thing. And again, like the rest of them, you know, everything pretty much snaps, so you can make a huge kind of long, thick runner if you wanted to as well. It would, well, obviously if you went all the way through, but what you'd have to do pretty much is, I mean, realistically, what am I doing? You would probably have to kind of like, I guess I know what you're saying, you might kind of come to the end and it'd be, let's say you're going over here, yeah, you'd run out of space, yeah, and it would stick through. You know what, let me have a look at that, let me think about that and how we can do it, because again, you could overlap them, but you get a lot of kind of Z fighting. I get what you're saying now, mate. But yeah, you can see everything gets wet now as well, including the decor items. So you can see the tables there have gone quite shiny. So again, we've added a lot of the kind of the world stuff to these as well, whereas previous decor mods we've done, nothing really kind of was affected by the weather, just the actual structures themselves. So, and I do love, I'm not going to lie, I do love when it rains on this mod, because it feels more medieval when it does. It's my favourite thing. It's my favourite kind of aesthetic about the whole thing, is when it rains, the mod does tend to kind of come to life. There we go. Yes, you can place things on them 100%. So as an example, and again, these, because these stack, you know, you can make different kind of, you can literally make different kind of pieces of furniture out of these by kind of stacking things. So I've tried to make everything stackable as best I can. But yeah, you can place anything on these, you know, and it works pretty well. So there is your carpets. Quite a few. I do want to add some more over time. Hesse says, just tuned in. What is the stream about today? Really enjoy all of your content, mate. Great work, beautiful builds. I'm just showcasing. We're showcasing the Decor mod, so it's a Castlecraft Decor. Something's going to be released hopefully in a few weeks or so. So I just want to kind of showcase kind of what we've got in terms of all of the items. Kelly, how are you doing? I appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Do they get wet indoors though? You know what? They probably will. It's a wild card thing, isn't it? So if it rains, I think everything gets wet. If it snows, everything gets snowed on. Just frustrating. They need to fix that, man. They need to fix it. Oh damn it! Right, there's the rugs. A couple of things I want to show is we do now have some training items. So we've got a couple of training dummies. I don't know if you've seen these before. We've got, and they do snap a distance from each other, I believe. 3 different training dummies. So we've got this guy here. We've got the guy with the sword and the shield, and we've also got the guy with 2 swords. Again, I do think these are pretty cool. They look quite funky. Best arc builder there is. Thank you so much, Kelly. I appreciate it. You know what? Saying that though, I've not built anything for bloody months. So I'm sure that mantle will be taken by now. So training dummies, and these are some of my favourite things as well. Are these targets? Now there is 4 different versions of this. So the first one is just a target with nothing on there, and then we've got different kind of layouts in terms of, oh, there's 5. Wow, okay. Different variations of where the arrows land. So this is kind of the crack shot, so the guy who was really good, pretty much hit the bullseye on everyone. And then basically they progressively get worse. So that's like maybe he's, I don't know, crazy having to go. This one is pretty good, and this one here is absolutely useless. And I class this one. This is my my target, because I've missed the target completely, and I've managed to hit the wood on both sides. So I just thought it'd be a little bit of fun. I was going to use it as an Easter egg and put my name against it, but yeah, 5 different variations rather than all being the same. And yeah, I think they look pretty cool in like a kind of jousting arena or an event arena or something like that. Might be too much work, but I've seen Decor mods with a radial option to exclude from weather effects. Something to consider. Yeah, to be honest with you, we could just switch them all off completely, to be honest with you, and then it just wouldn't affect it at all. Or yeah, possibly looking at that. To be fair, it's not too much work. It's just how much time and effort you want to put into it. To be honest with you, but again, it drives me mad when stuff is wet inside, or when the snow comes in the inside. So realistically, it might be something by the time I use this mod over and over again, I might decide, well, actually, it drives me mad, so I added just for my own selfish reasons. Aaron, that reminds me of Robin Hood. Will you add any references? Yeah, this is something I was going to do throughout. Add a few kind of like Easter eggs and stuff in there. Yeah, we just need to work out kind of all the items we've got and then figure out what we're going to do with them. Kelly says, I haven't played in a long time though, but as long as you make videos, everything. Good stuff, man. Kelly, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. Should get back at it, man. So yeah, that is the training items. I've now got a new section as well. This is for things where I didn't know what to put. So we've got a miscellaneous set of items. So we've got a wine press, which is this guy here. It doesn't do anything yet. I was thinking about making it work like the beer thing for the ale and stuff, but I haven't gotten around to that yet either. And the other thing we've got is there's 2 variants of this. Someone asked for a dodo roast, but it looked silly when I made it, so holy crap. Oh, come on, man, what are you doing? Like, wrecking the joint? But Git, like, that was a... What's he doing? Why did he do that? Have you added split to the arrow version? Have you added a split the arrow version? No, I haven't. That would have been... You know what? I'm doing it. I'm on that. I'm on that. So yeah, someone asked for a dodo roast, but when I added the dodo and there wasn't a good enough like animation for the dodo for it just not to look stupid. It looked like it was floating. Your videos make me forget how scary Ark is supposed to be. Yeah, until that happens. Until that happens. Why make a mod if you can't make it how you like it? So totally legit if you change it for selfish reasons. If it's bugs, it probably bugs a lot. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why, I think that's one of the reasons why I started doing mods, to be fair. It's like, I wanted it to work how I wanted it to work, and it's very difficult to say to someone, oh, can you change your mod, or can you make it like work just for me? So I think if you build your own, then it doesn't matter, does it? So yeah, 2 versions of this. This one here, not much you can do with this, but what I do like about this one is we've got a metal one and we've got a wooden one. You could literally put a fire underneath it, and so I've made it so there's no collision underneath. You could fit your fire, add your fuel, and I think that looks pretty cool, man. Especially in the night time. Because I was going to add it as part of the actual item itself, but then I thought some people might not want that, so at least you can move it and put it where you want. But I think that works. I'm not sure this is what they meant when they asked for a spit roast last week, says I think it is. I think it is. You're just being rude. Oh. Wow. So yeah, we've got a hog. We've got a spit roast with a hog on there as well. So I think that looks pretty cool. What I am gonna do is have a version of both where the hog spins around automatically, similar to the clock. They've got the cogs and the clock going. I'm going to add that, so I think that would look pretty cool if that was kind of spinning around, or if you interact with it, it spins. But I think just have the hog moving really, really slowly, and I think that would look pretty cool. And you can do the same with this one as well. Maybe it's just this one, I don't know. But either way, we're going to have a hog. We're going to have a hog spin at some point. Next thing I want to show, Alberto, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining me. Next thing I want to showcase is the beds. Have the spit moving, not the hog moving. But I think the hog would move though, wouldn't it? If it was spit roasted, I believe. I think an all-skinned campfire would be cool. I don't feel that vanilla one matches the spit roast look. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I just I'd have to then do a whole new model, man. I mean, burning alive. All right, okay. Yeah, I'd have to build a whole new model, man. I don't know. Right, beds. Got a couple of beds. When I say a couple, we've got 4. Again, I did want to have a few more. So the first one is kind of like your standard bed. I guess this would be in your village set. And then we've got a few kind of more fancy beds. And I'm guessing these would be more kind of your castle-style beds. I am going to add a few more at some point. We've also got a one that we're going to use here for the dungeon. I do want to make a wall dungeon bed as well with some chains on, kind of coming off the wall. But at the moment, we've got three different styles. One of which you've got different variants of that as well. Lugria says maybe a bunch of plucked dodos hanging like geese. That's not a bad shout. I like that. And Jaden says, I have an idea. Could be cool to add mountain of gold coins and jewels. Vegans be damned, says Crazy Respawns. Yeah, I have an idea. Could be cool to add a mountain of gold coins and jewels. Charlie says, can you just change the colour of the rocks to match your skin? I could. We could. But it would be a full model then, or we'd have to put a separate campfire. I might add a campfire. I might add a separate one. But yeah, I just thought they're pretty cool if you add this underneath. And I do want to add it so these are spinning. And I know how to do that now since Crazy showed me how to do the clock. Realms Cat says, I have a question. How hard would it be to make a fire that is just the log and a fire and not a cat? Easy. It's we can do anything. It's just it's just time. So yeah, 100% we can just do that. No problem at all. Yeah, I definitely want this to spin. I definitely want this to spin. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put everything that I've got here in this chest so we can come back to it at some point. Am I going mad? Why is that not going in there? What's happening? Why didn't that go into there? Am I... Oh, yeah, you got to go from there to there. Okay. Right. So I'm going to have to put my beds in. Sorry, I'm just going to put everything we've used because I know what's going to happen is I'm going to miss something. But if it's not there, or it's in there, I know that I've used it. Tables, barrels. There we go. I don't think vegans were invented yet. In medieval times, there was just poor people who couldn't afford meat very often. No, there you go. That's quite funny. Have a compy-powered rotation for the cooking meat, like a hamster in a week. Oh, that would be so cool as well, man. That would be so good. Right, next on the list. It was going to your inventory for... Yeah, I realised, like, literally right at the end. Right, okay, so... Just, I'll add these here as well, because we've already got some of this stuff going on. So, this is really, really cool. And Crazy's done a really good job with this. So, we've now got weapon racks. And we've got individual weapon racks for items. So, we've got the pike weapon rack. We've got one for bow and arrows. We've also got a one for the lances. And a separate one there for swords. And it's like the visual storage. Chris says, falling asleep at the keyboard, going to take a nap. We'll watch the rest. No worries, Chris. Thank you so much. I'm glad I put you to sleep. No, but take care, mate. And I'll catch you soon. So yeah, these are pretty cool. And they work, like I say, like the visual storage mod you've seen. So... Again, if you want it full, just whack everything in. But they're individual, so you've got one for, as I said, pikes. You've got one for your bows, lance as well, and your swords. So I'll just quickly spawn a few things in. So we'll go for some swords. Some pikes. Spears. Oh, spears. Now, if you're still in here, Crazy, the spears and the pikes work differently. I think the spears are a stack and the pikes are individual. And we've also got the lances as well. So again, pretty cool. So I'm just going to put one of each in there. So we've got the pike. So I'm just going to put one. And we can see we've got a pike. So again, it works as you're putting the items in. The storage itself adds to it. So two pikes. You get the idea. So pikes are individual. So if you just want this full of pikes, you just keep putting the pikes in and it will add them. Or if you put a stack of spears. So I'm just going to fill this whole thing up. You know what? Let's do it that way. There we go. So again, visual storage with all your weapons. I think it's quite a cool design. Works really well. We're just going to do the same with the bows. Did I get any bows? No, I didn't. Just going to put a few in there. I'm not going to put them all in, just so you can see. See, we've got 3 bows, and we've got 3 bows in the rack. So I just think this, we could have just done it so it was like, you know, they're just filled up, and they just work to store them. But I just think now it's a proper working. There we go. All the lances are in there as well, and it's the same with the swords. So again, this only holds 3, but there we go. But I do think that's probably one of my favourite items in here now. So we've got visual storage, but for your weapons as well. So again, and at a quick glance, you know what it is as well, rather than kind of going to kind of one box and trying to hunt through for your spears or whatever. So yeah, really happy with how that's turned out. It works really well. The next thing I want to show you is the dungeon decor items. So we've got quite a few different items. So we've got a ball and chain. We've got things that we can stick on the walls. So, where we're going to do this? Let's do this over here. So we've got a few different kind of wall rings and chains and various bits and bobs. We've also got, as well, some ceiling items as well. So, you know what? Let's skin it. I know we don't need to, but we are. There we go. So we got some chains that come from the ceiling. We've got 3 different versions. So we've got just basically a smaller one and they just get bigger kind of as you go. So again, I think this would look pretty cool. I'd love to see kind of what people do with the dungeons. But yeah, so we've got hanging chains, ball and chain, some wall rings and all that kind of stuff that goes with it. I will add more to this a bit later on. But I think at the moment that should give you enough. We've also got, and I'll do these outside, we've got some tents. Can you place the sword on top of the table? We haven't got them yet. I'm working on the swords. I'm working on some items for like things like smithies and stuff where you can just place them on top of tables. But these are purely visual in terms of like storage. So when you put your item in, it just basically gives you a visual kind of representation of what's in there. We've also got a few tents now. So again, for siege tents, how many we got? We've got 4 of these. And these are just different designs. Again, with the radio wheel. These will be paintable. I'm busy working on that as we speak. But there's lots of different kind of bits you've got to kind of paint and get ready. But yeah, so we've got a few small tents. We've also got a larger tent, which is that one there. And we've also got a large tent that is opened. And I think you've seen this already on the in Breeny's build. And again, you can walk into this tent as well. And you can place items inside it and stuff as well. So again, 3 different versions of tents. Again, I just think that add a little bit to it. If you're building like a siege or something like that. And these are, I think these are paintable now. I could be wrong. Yep, they are. So yeah, you can paint these. Again, it's very difficult because obviously they're quite they've got their own kind of paint, very bright already, but they are paintable. I think this one is the same. Oh, I might not have gotten to this one yet. Nope, I haven't gotten to that one yet. Can you please store on top of the tables? Chris says, do the tents protect during dust storms? So they don't work like the tents in game. And again, I wanted them to kind of, I probably could, and again, make it functional, but at the moment, I'm more visual, with it being like a Decor mod, but potentially, it's a good idea, to be honest with you. We could add that. Another thing I want to show you, which I'm really kind of happy with how this works, is the bookcases. So you've got quite a few different variations of bookcases, but basically, I think you've all seen this before, but if you haven't, I'm going to explain this to you. So we've got a bookcase system now whereby when you place it down, the next one you place, it's random. So if you can, that one's it's difficult, it's a bad example, that one, but basically you can see the books are in different locations. So the idea is you can make different rooms and each one looks different in terms of like where the books are. If you're not happy with the layout after you've slapped them together, you can cycle through the options. You can see there's 17, so there's an absolute ton of different variations of kind of books and like skulls and all that kind of stuff. But again, you can place stuff on these as well. So if you want to put stuff on the top, you can do that as well. And you know, if you wanted to kind of make this look quite cool with more chains, you can do that as well. But yeah, so they're procedurally generated, the bookshelves. So the more you put, and again, I've designed them so they snap at a good distance from each other, a foundation apart. So again, if you are building something like a full library, you could literally have it so that, you know, when you're walking through them, they're at a good size. There are certainly it's a foundation basically, and again, you're not happy with it, you can literally kind of cycle through which one you want. And you can also add, when I get to them, things like wall torches and stuff, you can add these to the ends as well. These are, I think, these have been painted. Yeah, they are paintable, yes. So again, few different variations. Yeah, the cloth doesn't seem to work very well, Sandy, to be honest with you. Yeah, so the chains, some of the scrolls, obviously the books remain like the books, because I think that'll be a bit daft painting each book individually, because there's absolutely tons of them. But you get the drift. So the idea is, like I say, you can literally build a library super quick. And the beauty of this is, as I said, you know, they're all very kind of, they're all different. So again, you could have chains in different places, different locations, if you wanted to. And yeah, stick your runners, stick your rugs in between. So they are the bookshelves, as I said, procedurally generated, and there's 70 different variations of it. If you look at the back as well and you flip them, you could have up to 37. My maths is crap, but you know what I'm trying to say. So different variations. There's also a few other items we've got in here as well. So we've also got these guys, which are like a large bookshelf. Again, with this, let me change the weather. I don't like that. I hate that sandy. Not sandy, not you, Sandy. I hate the sandy texture that you get when it's not clear skies. So yeah, this one is probably one of my favourite ones. So we've got this with various different variations of books and things inside there, chains, all that kind of stuff. They do fit, snap together. So you can make a huge one if you wanted to. And same as before, they've got a decent kind of width amongst them. Either side of them, sorry. I see how it is. Yeah, so that was a slip of the tongue. Slip of the tongue. Yeah, a couple of others. We've got like a large kind of like, I don't know, like an enchanting area. And a smaller one as well. So a few of these. Again, I just think, what the hell? Hello. Hello. Let's get rid of you. So yeah, in terms of bookshelves, we've got quite a bit. We've also got here as well a couple of footstools. So we've got this one here, which has 2 different colours, I think. Yes, it does. And again, what I do like about these, you could also use these for other things like steps. So as an example, if you're building something, you could add a couple of these next to the wall, and they snap together very well. You can also do something like this as well, either side. So I've just made it so that, you know, a lot of the items, you can also use them for like different things as well if you wanted to. Those chains, maybe just think it would be funny to chain a skeleton at the end just surrounded by books. You know, again, it would be everyone's, you know what, your imagination is your limitation, I guess. And we've also got a different version of this as well, a bit of a bigger one. I think that's just got one variant. Yes, it has. And my personal favourite of these is this one here, where you can literally, let's get rid of snapping, put it on full alignment mode, and you can put it right up against the bookshelf. Or what I like to do is just kind of move them around so it looks like they've been used for picking up the books. I think I might be wrong. I think I changed that. Do you think that these should snap on top of each other, let me know, because at the moment they don't. And the reason I changed that was because the this edge is a bit different to this edge, so it didn't really kind of line up very well. Yeah, that's an issue with the weather effects. I don't think you can pick and choose. If they are wet, they will also be dusty or yeah, exactly. I just hate that dust. I hate that dust. But yeah, I mean, even there you can see I haven't done anything with it really, but I've almost got like a library going on, just by placing a few items. But yeah, there's the bookshelves, and we've also got the library step ladders as well. Next thing on the list is similar to what you've just seen. We've also got some wine racks or bottle racks, and they are dynamic as well. So when you place them, each one is slightly different. It's difficult to tell because obviously they are very close together, but you can see as I cycle through, we've got 5 different variations. When I cycle through them, you get a different like size and level of bottles that are in there, and that's the same with the smaller one. Again, there's a few different variations of that. Again, randomly when the bottles will go in different places, but if you're not happy with it, you can cycle through the 4 different variations if you wanted to as well. I would have bookshelves as a secret door. Yeah, again, so we looked into that, if you remember, and one of the issues with that is you couldn't have it with a secret wall because it's the secret wall is the same as the large wall as well and the normal wall. So literally, you'd have to have a variant of it on the wall and the large wall as well for it to work as a secret wall. Personally, I like the single level better because the shape they have says Realm Sky. Yeah, and that was one of the reasons why I went that way, because it looked a bit like, I don't know, they were going like this as they were going up. Even if they are weird on the end, we have enough decor to hide it, says Lugria. Again, that's a good point. They absolutely should snap on top of each other, says Baha. And Rachel says, I'm seeing like a little natural history corner with morphology displays and things. I can see this being an early game Rockwell stuff. Yeah, you know what? What a great suggestion. What a good idea. I do like that. That's a good shout. Right, what we got next? Oh, we have got torture devices. So first one is we've got a couple of stocks. I believe there's 2 versions of that. Yep, so we've got the 2 versions there. We've also got a few other items in here as well. So we've got a few of these. So let's just place these down. I think we've got, let's get this the right way around. I think we've got 3 of these racks. So the first one has got nothing on there. Second one, we have a half ripped apart skeleton. I have changed the size of these and obviously the colour and stuff as well, because I thought they were a bit dark. Now they are a lot lighter, and yeah, we've got this guy here as well. And you can paint skeletons now as well if you want. If you want a pink skeleton, you can go for a pink skeleton. It's entirely up to yourself. We've also got these kind of taller racks as well. I think there's 3 of them with some tortured souls on them. There we go. So again, 3 different racks there as well. We've got a spiked chair, which I am working on, so that when you sit on it, it does take away your health gradually. So again, it'll be good to kind of stick someone in that. Still trying to figure out how that works. Still haven't fixed those arm bones, I says Baha, and it's never getting done. It took us ages to pose these. Because they're all individual bones, so it is what it is. It's staying. No one would know unless I point it out. I'm not changing it. I knew it. I knew Aaron had skeletons in the closet. Yeah, we all have. For a secret doorway, what about like a magical bookcase that doesn't have collision, so you could put it in front of the doorway? Be nice to have a tapestry like that too. Yeah, and again, that was something that I suggested a while back in terms of like the secret, like almost like the like a Harry Potter things of secret chamber type thing. But yeah, that's not a bad shout. Take the collision off it and then just have the wall as the wall is, so it does open it would clip through, but then at least it's something you can walk through, I guess. Possibly. And the other thing we have is the Iron Maiden, Chris. Yes, so we've got 2 versions. Well, it's the same one, but one's closed, and the other one is open as well. And it's quite a nice looking model, to be fair. I'm happy with how that looks. So yeah, a few torture devices for your dungeon. Obviously, along with all these kind of chains and stuff, I think that would work fairly well. Next thing to show is the candlestick holders. So we've got quite a few of these. So we've got 2 versions of each. So I'm just going to place them all down, and we have the kind of fancy one as well. I'm really happy with how the lights turned out with these ones as well. So 2 versions. We've got like a bronze and a black. It's very difficult to see the difference between the 2, but I'm going to leave them in. I might take them out, but I think I'm going to leave them in for now. Again, switch them on because the candles doesn't take any fuel, and on a night time they do give off quite a nice glow, not too much. I didn't want it to kind of be overblown. A lot of people, you know, a lot of them are mental. I think that works personally. It's not too kind of it's not too bright. But yeah, there's the candlestick holders. So we've got 5 of them. Thrones. We've got more thrones. I've added 1 more throne. So we've got 3 variants of this one. We've got the new throne that I've added here, but more of like a rustic kind of like version. And we've got a double throne as well. So I'll quickly show you the variants. There we go. So we've got 3 single ones. We've also got this larger one, which is a bit more kind of, it's got engraving and stuff, but it's a bit more kind of like old style, old fashioned. And then we've got the double throne as well. And again, you can sit them. So if you want to kind of have a little shit down, you can. Can you put the Iron Maiden skin on a cage? Again, that's not a bad shout. We could have a different one where actually you do put people in, and it progressively makes them damaged over time. Again, it's a really good idea. Rachel says, "Why does pooping kill me?" I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, we've got a load in there at the moment. We've also got some furniture items as well, which I'm just going to quickly plonk down here. I'm going to pick these up. In the TV show Game of Thrones, they had a giant dragon skull decorating some rooms so big that they rested on the floor. What do you think? Again, that's another good idea. I do like that. If we could do like a wyvern skull, it would be really cool. So yeah, just gonna put a few of these items down. These don't have variants, but we have a few different wardrobes. They do work. They do have storage. And again, these ones here, you know, for example, you could fit them together and make completely different items, like a table item. And again, you can put stuff on these as well if you wanted to. So yeah, everything snaps together. And the last one is, it's just the bureau that I use to make the crafting table. But yeah, quite a few, 5 or 6 different items in there as well. And that is that. Right, I'm going to put these in the wardrobes. So let me just quickly whiz them over. Oh, they are. Right. Thank you so much, Colin. You know what? It's getting there, and as I said, it's probably about 90% complete. It's just you can go forever as well, because I'm like, oh, we could do this, or we need to add this. And I think at some point you've got to realise, and you've got to say to yourself, look, Aaron, enough's enough. Give it a rest. Stop it. Right, next. Some of my favourite items we're going to go through now. Wall signs. We've got wall signs for days. Now, these are super cool. I was thinking about making these as a separate mod themselves. They do have lots of different paint regions, so you can paint the metal railings, you can paint the wood, the buckles, all that has been done. I do know that. So we have the first version there, which has 14 different variants. They are all labeled. We've got armor, we've got anvils, we've got blacksmiths, we've got all that kind of stuff. There's 14 different variants of these, so you're going to get to see them all. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right, and I'm going to cycle through them all, and I'll quickly show you them. So we've got a couple of blacksmiths. We've got the armor stand. We've got the anvil, which again is one of my personal favourites. And we've got the sword and the shield. So they're kind of your blacksmiths there. We've got a bookstore. We've got a tailor. Or a clothes store. A couple of clothes stores, actually. A tavern. My personal favourite in the taverns is the pig and the fork. I do like that one. And the beer barrel. We've got a potion shop. Again, I can't wait to see some of the builds that people do and add all these into it. Scroll shop as well. And the last one is the kind of general store. But these are all paintable. I just think they add a lot to... again, I was going to make these as a separate mod. But I just thought we'd stick them in as well. If the mod's too big, I might put them as a separate mod. Pretty says the wall says they're epic. Make a shark jaws that says "Rip Bruce." Yeah, man, I like that idea as well, Carleen. We've also got two versions of wall signs with text as well. So we've got kind of a more of a funky one and an older version. And again, you just literally, same as the other ones I did a while back. So, hello. And it's got like a medieval style, you know, font in there as well. So this could be, I don't know, shoe shop. And you can obviously change the size of the fonts as well and whatnot. But yeah, so a couple of variations where you can type in them as well. So if these don't tickle your fancy. And the last one in here is the magic store shop, which has got, it's got light. It does light up on a night time. So it gives a bit of a glow. So again, pretty cool. The potion sign, as it stands at the moment, is red, and it's part of the material. Potentially, we could have different colours. Potentially. Shoe redemptions. Shoe redemptions. I love it. But yeah, loads of wall signs, more than you'll need, to be honest with you. But yeah, I thought they were pretty cool. Books. I think I've gone crazy on the books. If I'm being honest with you. And I just, yeah, you can see I've got 9 different variations of these books. I ain't going to put them all down, but there's 9 different books that are on the floor. We've also got a load of... I don't know why I've got a separate red book and a separate chain book, but I have. I've got a few open books as well. I thought they were all originally in... got some enchanted books also as well. That one's lost its colour, but we've got a couple of enchanted books as well, which do glow up in the dark as well, which I think's pretty cool. Yeah, I need to work on the books, because I think I've got too many, but also as well, they did have... they do stack, and you can stack them on top of a stack on a stack on a stack, so you can make a huge kind of pile. But you have lots of different variants of books and stacks and piles with scrolls and stuff. I don't know. I think I did go a little bit crazy with the books, but I did. I just wanted to see some epic, you know, libraries and stuff put together. So there's a ton of books. Yeah, books can go on the tables without a doubt. As I said, if you think you can put anything where you should be able to put something on, you should be able to put something on. Kush Queen, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Like the round table to have it as a war table with strategy table kind of look. Yeah, exactly. I think that will look pretty cool. And I don't know. Just we're just making stuff up now. There we go. Realms Cat says it is going to make me days just to build my library. You know what? And I can't wait to see what people come up with. Like as I said, it's and again, you know, you can literally put anything. Hopefully, where that doesn't make sense because it's on an angle. So basically, where you think you can put stuff, you can. And these do snap together as well. We do Baja 100%, and I started making that, but it looked crap, so so I give up. Benches, we do have a lot of benches as well. I'm just gonna put them all here. So got a couple of small benches. Again, they do stack together, they do snap together, so you can make longer benches depending on how big your table is. I think there's just 2 of these as well, so let's just try that. I think there's 3 of these. Yep. They look like the school benches at school they used to get in the gym. We've also got a more kind of polished, fancy bench as well. And the last one is that guy there. So we've got quite a few different benches as well. I think they look pretty cool. We've also got some chibi display stands. Now I'm just going to snap all these together. How many is that? 4. And these are similar to the bookshelves and the wine racks. These are procedurally generated, so you can see the chains are in different locations, different places. If you're not happy with where the chains are, similar as before, you can just literally cycle through. And you can see them changing as we go. And I'll add a couple of chibis on these as well, just so you can see what they look like. Where are chibis? They're normally in there. There we go. Ay, ay, ay. Again, fully paintable, like the rest of the structures. You can even change the colour of the text as well on the chibi stand, if need be. Pretty quick way of putting these in here, but there we go. So yeah. And again, I've designed these so that when you snap them, they are at a decent angle or a decent distance, so that if you are doing like a full display of all your chibis, they're not kind of on top of each other, so you can literally walk between them almost like a... Oh god, he looks menacing. Exactly that, and that was the whole idea, that it was to look like something else, so you can use them as a chibi stand, or you can just leave them as deco as well if you wanted to. So there you go. Yeah, I knew there'd be a quicker way, Baha. As you know, I don't play the game. I'm doing good, Kush Queen. I'm doing good. Spino just wanted to... Yeah, the Spino needs to bugger off, because... What the hell's going on with the weather? Right. Let us just make it sunny again. There we go. My bill is going to make me play the game. You know what, Bar? That's what I need, man. It's you know what? I find as well with mods, I think it does bring a lot more people to kind of back to the game as well. Especially like you say, when you build something cool, you want to play it, man, don't you? But yeah, I think they work. One of my favourite things in here is the next thing I want to show you is my beer barrels. Now, the beer barrels themselves, I'm going to put them away from each other for now. There's 4 different colours of these beer barrels. They are paintable. So there's 4 different colours, or 4 different kind of materials. But the thing I really like about these beer barrels is a lot of people, well, I do personally, when I'm building something, I like to stack them. So I've designed it so that when you stack them, they stack like a pyramid. So if you are stacking these and you're building these into a cellar, you can have different colours if you wanted to, but personally, I would keep them the same. But yeah, I think that works super well. And again, if you're building a cellar, it makes life easier on them to kind of, you know, lay hidden tables and all that kind of stuff. They stack really well, and I think you can make a really kind of quick cellar super easy. Is a stacked beer barrel? It is, Chris, yes. Never mind. And they do work, I believe. Yes, they do. So they work like the beer barrels. So I did like just kind of reskin them. But yeah, I do think that would look super cool up against the wall. And again, you can stack them, you know, either side of each other. So if you are building a cellar either side, you know, I would flip them, obviously, but you get the idea. Yeah, aged and new. You know what? That's not a bad shout. Hyper Apex. Oh, come on. But yeah, stack barrels, which I do love. Next thing I want to show you is hanging lights. So we've added some new hanging lights. So where do we go for this? Let's just, you know what? Let's just go there. So originally we had the chandelier, which is this guy here, and again, it doesn't need anything to light up because it's candles. The light itself, it gives a cool glow, not too much. I just think it's enough. Didn't want to go too crazy with this, but I have added a new version, which is the a lantern, a small lantern, and it'll make sense in a second why I've gone down this route because we've got a few different variations of the lantern. But yeah, so we've got a very small kind of candle lantern. This is designed for if you want to make your own lampposts and stuff. So you could, using pillars. I'm just going to go super quick. So let's say, you know, we were going to build our own lamppost, because again, I think rather than just using one that I've provided, you can make your own. So I'm just going to use this. You know what? Let's go. Let's go. What do we need? Sloped walls. Didn't want to show off the structure mod. It wasn't the structure mod type of stream, but oh, there we go. Wrong variant. What an idiot. Don't even know how to use my own mod. It is that. There we go. So again, you could do something like this, or you could go fancy and have an angle on there. But again, the idea with this is, you know, you can literally make your lamppost as big or as small as you want it to. I mean, this one's a bit big. I'll probably use thin pillars. I've obviously rushed that, but you get the idea. You can build your own super quick, super easy. But again, I think these will look pretty cool inside of a dungeon as well. And again, I've given this a lot of glow. So the idea is this will light up a lot of the room. So this one doesn't glow up as much. It's not as bright. But this one does give a lot more light off as well. So we've got the lantern, and we've also got the chandelier. Your creative is distracting you. It does. It does. It's like I don't know. Like a lot of the time, I'll spend ages just messing about with stuff. But yeah, lantern. We've got a ceiling lantern. We've also got a ton of skeletons. I did increase the size and the color of these skeletons as well because they were slightly too small in my opinion. So yeah, we've got a few different variations of dead people in different poses, and we've even got them without heads as well, like that guy there. And as I said before, if you want to have a pink skeleton, you can. There we go. So again, fully paintable. Don't know why you would, but if you want to, you can. Oh wow, Baptiste, honestly, thank you so much for the $11.99. What an absolute legend. Appreciate the support and appreciate the generosity. Thank you so much for that. Definitely one of the best mods ever. Congrats, Aaron and team. Can't wait to test it out. Honestly, Baptiste, thank you so much for that, man. An absolute legend. And yeah, can't thank you enough for that. What a guy. Mars Attack Skeletons with a feather boa. What's going on? Thank you so much, Tommy, as well. Tommy Borg coming in with a $1.99 as well. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, buddy. There is an Atlas map, you know. What I want, Aaron. What do you... Atlantis, what do you want, Tommy Borg? I know exactly what you want. Yeah. One day, my friend. One day. Wonder if look at the Mars Attack Skeletons if they're green. You know what? Let's paint one. Why not? Let's go. We've got green. There you go. Again, I don't know what... People go mad for paint. Personally, I'm not a fan, but there we go. If you want to paint your skeletons, you can paint your skeletons. Right. Actually, I think I've missed something. I bloody have. Right. There was all I knew. Speaking of skeletons. Where's my cages? Where are my cages? That's so weird. I did have, and I should have, large cages with skeletons in them, and I don't know what's happened to them. Where would they be? Torture devices? Have I Yes, God, wow, what an idiot. Right, okay. Torture devices. What how did I miss them? Right, okay, I need to add these as well. Tommy. Thank you so much, pal. Oh, you don't have to, man. Thank you so much, buddy. It will never change. You know how bad you know what? And you'll get it, man. I promise. You'll get it one day, genuinely. Hyper Apex asked for some an item in the map, and we've got it. Look, we've done it. So at some point, it's a secret shot. Secretly a shark. Yeah, he might be. He might well be. Oh God, I will get to it at some point. I promise. I promise. Right. Yeah. Sorry. What am I doing? Yeah, I like the kids. I don't know what... I can't believe I forgot to... I think we've got 3. So we've got the one with nothing in there. We've got the one with the guy just kind of hanging out there thinking, like, oh, where's my next meal coming from? And I think we've got one with a couple of people... Yeah, a couple of skeletons pretty much just lying there waiting to... yeah, waiting to be let out. So yeah, got a couple of cages as well. Can't believe I forgot about them. Deborah says, and Tommy has succeeded in turning Aaron Longstaff red. Oh, he has, man. He has. Right. What else have we got? Oh, so I have started. I haven't finished these yet, but I have started on a blacksmith. Some blacksmith items. So we've got the anvil, and we've got the bellows as well. And no, we haven't finished texturing the bellows. But yeah, so there will be a few more items. I might be adding a forge as well, if I can get round to it. But certainly the anvil and the bellows, that will be fixed. Damn it, I'm picking that up. Don't like that. What is it he wants? He wants an aquarium made. An aquarium. That is right, isn't it, Tommy? The next thing I want to show you on the list, and this was mainly because of Breeny's build. The town looked so good, I thought it needed some lampposts. So again, these are, you can place these anywhere, and you can just switch them on just by flicking on the candle. They've got quite a cool kind of animation and a really good glow as well. So you dot these round the build, they give a lot of light, and they do give off a really cool kind of pattern as well. So the idea was you put a few of these outside, and it will kind of pretty much give you a kind of cool kind of like ambience, if that's the right word. And I think they look pretty sick. So yeah, we've got the actual lampposts if you want to use them as opposed to making your own. And I think we've only got a few more things to show. In fact, I think we've only got one other lot of things. Is a skin for ponds? Not yet. I have got a fountain that I've started. That hasn't been added to it yet as well. Rachel says, I love the shadow. And IPX says, ooh, that's a very good amount of light. Yeah, and you know what? I'm not just saying this, but the amount of time I spend on moving things around and getting the right light and stuff, it's mental. And the thing is difficult as well because it looks different in the dev kit than when it does in the game. So you've literally got to take it from the game, so the dev kit into the game, and just keep messing about with it. But I do think, especially when you've got a wall all the way around it as well, this is all the way around. It does look pretty good, to be fair. And as I said, I can't wait to see what people come up with in terms of like full towns and villages with it on there as well. Tommy, thank you so much for the $4.99. Honestly, you're an absolute legend, and I appreciate it. Been here for years. I am the shark in the water needing a home. Build me an aquarium. It's a must for the fans. Want it. I must be named in the video as well. I'm on it. I promise you will get an aquarium, Tommy. Just don't know when. Oh, God. I'm so... yeah. Sandy, can you make an aquarium for us, please? Just, when you get a spare few minutes. Thanks. Oh. Right, the last thing I want to show you, and again, we will be adding more, but I think we're pretty much there. Is again one of my favorite items. So this one here is a holder. So it does literally. What I like about this is you can put these all around your base, and they've got dual function. So you can put these all around your base, and these can be used to store torches, hand torches. So again, the idea is, if you had hand torches, or you needed a hand torch, you could literally pop it in here, and when you do, you'll notice. So there's nothing in it at the moment. You add the hand torch to it. It's actually now got the whatever you call them in there. And again, the idea is you can just literally pick this off the wall. It's a bit like not Resident Evil. Call of Duty Zombies. They've got all the guns on the walls, and then they're gonna populate. So my thought is, like, you can have these in a map, and if you wanted to pick up a wall torch, rather than having to run back to a chest with them in. Wait there. Let's get rid of. There's Barry. Sorry, Barry. I would love it. I would laugh if Sandy made a variant to his chibi aquarium having some small creature named Tommy in it to keep the chibi's company. Yeah, man. But yeah, and the good thing with this is literally now, when you add fuel to it, he says, I need some fuel. Where's me wood? Where's me? There we go. Add wood to it. works as a normal torch as well. And again, similar to the previous stuff, the light itself, it gives off a good glow, not too much. But again, what I do like about this one is it's functional as well. So you could literally run up to it, and you know, if you take it out, you've got a wall torch, you've got a torch, and obviously it goes from there as well. I just think it's such a cool little idea, and it works really well. We've also got a few just normal wall torches, so 2 variations of that. That you just put some wood in, and they burn. A few more things I've added just recently. We've got some candlesticks. Again, no fuel needed with them. They just switch on. And 2 new ones. We've got a kind of large hanging fire lamp, which when you switch it on, when you add the fuel. Why is that white? But I need to fix that. I mean, to be fair, the shadow's pretty cool, but yeah, I think it needs to be more of similar to the other one. So I need to fix that. But yeah, we've got now kind of a large kind of hanging brazier or wall torch. Tommy, sorry, I didn't see that, mate. Another 199. Thank you so much for, honestly, I know we're having a bit of fun, but honestly, thank you so much. That's very generous of you. You didn't have to kind of do that. Another 199. Thank you so much. I'm not giving up until I get the fishy madness. Thank you so much, pal, honestly. Hyper says there's no limit to them, right? There was a game that had them also, but limited. I don't know if it's an Atlas ASE or another game. I think you are limited to wall torches, so that's why we've got other items in there as well. Let me have a look. When you place it, it should tell you if it is limited. No, I think we've turned it off. Stick as many as you want. There we go. And the last thing I want to show you, literally the last thing I want to show you, is we've also added a... so we've got the lamppost. I've also created one where it'll just stick to a wall, and again, this will work really well in, you know, on sides of houses, on the backs of boats, all of that kind of stuff. And it's got the same kind of lighting system as the this guy here as well. So yeah, this one you can also do things like let me try and find somewhere to do this. This is gonna be a bad example, but if it was on the side or a corner of a building, what you could probably do is I'm just doing this super quick, but you could do very kind of cool double lampposts, triple lampposts, all that kind of stuff. Again, super quick, you know, not a great example, but yeah, they're the kind of things you could do with this as well. But yeah, I think it gives enough light. I mean, I could go crazy and make it super bright, but I just think because it was medieval, I think just having that kind of, like, I don't know, it just feels like atmospheric. And I think if you've got enough of these in a build, it'll not look too bad. Wondered why that's white though. I don't know why that's gone down that route, but I need to fix that. Will carrying a torch save you from an attacking bed? Depends on how fast you can carry it. It says on the top, limited 200 on the wall torches. Oh, I thought we'd switch that off. Ah, right, yeah. Okay, it makes sense. Okay, so it is the same. It is the same. It's taking up the okay. I mean, 200's a lot. These don't. You can put as many lampposts as you want. Also, as well, you can put as many of these guys, candles, and these, as you wanted to as well, because they are not classed as a torch. They are classed as just a light source. But yeah, that is it. That is where we are. I think, I mean, I haven't counted them, but we're well into over 150 items in there. I mean, if you count the variations as well, there is quite a few. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy so far with how it's turned out. Hopefully, we'll be able to get this released at the same time as the structures mod. It's just when Wildcard decide to look at it and give us the good news or the bad news, depending on which way it goes. But yeah, Matt, I just want to share with you what I've got and all the items we've got so far. I am going to be adding a few more items, but not too much more. I think we're in a position now where there's enough to kind of hopefully cater for everyone. Tommy Borg, have I missed this one as well? Get Sandy to make me my Aqua Home Forever video. I'll make you one, I promise. I'll make you one. I'll make you one when I get some time. I think the torch limit is for performance reasons because the torches are a particle effect, which is harder on the graphics cards, etc. Yeah, and to be honest with you, I mean, one thing I don't like with the game full stop is like lights and stuff don't tend to render in until you get right next to them, especially when you've got lots of them. So, yeah, you're seeing that one drop out there. The one, the torch disappears, comes back, but yeah. Yeah, you know what, Song, but I can't wait for you to get your hands on it. I can't wait for everyone to get their hands on it. I can't wait to see what people actually do and share and post and all that kind of stuff as well. But yeah, like I said, I just want to show you where we are because obviously I haven't really showcased the Decor mode recently. I want to kind of show you where we were, what we've got going on, and just kind of give you an update really on where we are in terms of like everything being released. And unfortunately, well, no further forward. Hyper Apex, honestly, buddy, thank you so much. I know I've said this to you so many times, but your support for me and the channel has been absolutely phenomenal over the last few months. And yeah, man, I can't thank you enough. Coming in with another $19.99. Appreciate that so much, buddy. Better be good news. I'm going to go knocking on the door otherwise. Yeah, you and me both. Honestly, buddy, I hope it does. I hope it does kind of work out the way we expect it to. But if not, you know what? There's been a lot of support and love for the channel. And yeah, we'll release it at some point in some way, shape or form, regardless if it's a premium mod or not. And Tommy Borg coming at the end there as well with a $1.99. Thank you so much, buddy. I want a, like, the OG tutorial video as well. You know what? I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do, Tommy. You know what? Hopefully it's not going to come, that Hyper Apex. But yeah, I don't know what more to say other than this is where we are. I will do hopefully a build video tomorrow. Yeah, and you know what I need to say as well is for the first time in a long time, my wife's actually watching the stream, so I did say I'll give her a shout out. So I want to say a big thank you to Bex, and shout out to Bex as well for watching this. It's you know what, it's the first time in a long time that my family's actually watched me doing a stream. So yeah, shout out to Bex. If you're watching this, I want you to put something in the chat as well. Say hello to everyone in the chat as well if you could. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting this out. Yeah, and everyone said hello to Vex's wife as well. So everyone's in the chat saying hello as well, Bex. So yeah, honestly, I can't wait to get it out. I am waffling now, as I always do, but I will give you all a kind of full overview once everything's out. I'll keep you up to speed as well once I know more. Just keep an eye on my Discord. Also keep an eye on the Castle Craft Structures Discord as well. I will put a link to that in my main Discord as well. So rather than spamming everyone in the main Discord, it'll be all in there. But yeah, obviously as soon as I know, you'll know. And yeah, pop in the chat as well, or pop in the Discord and let me know if you want to get involved or you want to be part of the trailer as well. I think the date we're looking to do the recordings, I think it's the 13th or the 14th of next month. Get the kettle on, Bex. Man needs a brew. Love it. But yeah, let me know if you want to be involved with that as well. That'd be pretty cool. And Tommy Borg coming in with the 199 says, Aaron's wife, get him to make my aquarium. You can't be getting me family members and me wife to be pushing us to do stuff as well, man. I'll do it. I will do it. Yes, you know what? I think I'm going to end it there. We've been going for a few hours now. Big thank you to Crazy as well. I know he's been having problems with his PC, so he's not really been able to be involved. Hopefully we can get that resolved because we've still got a load of stuff to do. and I think without us being able to sync and share stuff, it's just going to be an absolute nightmare. So I'm hopeful he's going to get that resolved fairly shortly. Thanks to everyone who's been watching. There's been quite a few people from the start as well. You're absolute legends. Huge thank you to everyone who's donated as well. I'm going to give you all a shout out. I do this as best I can when I can. If YouTube has saved them, sometimes it doesn't, but this time it has. So what I will say is a huge thank you to Rachel Hoppy coming in there with a $9.99. Big thank you to Mike's Giving Away for gifting 5 members as well. And big warm welcome to all the new members, courtesy of Mike. Big Daddy Premier Soccer for the $20 donation. Thank you so much for that. Savannah coming in with a 5. Also Baptist as well coming in with another $11.99. Thank you so much for that. Tommy Borg with all his donations, and we will get an aquarium with you soon, I promise, buddy. Thank you so much for all of them. Tommy Hyper Apex with a $19.99 and coming in as well at the end. Thank you so much, man. Another $19.99. I can't thank you enough, honestly. Welcome, Aaron's fam. I don't know if I'm helping Aaron get a new streaming room, but I'm hyper. I don't know if Aaron told you about it. I do. I have. I always do. Everyone. My wife's fully aware of everyone who's been kind to us in the chat, and yeah, I'm constantly talking about my YouTube and what we do on these streams as well. So to be honest with you, I think they're probably sick of hearing me talk about what we do and everyone, but yeah, fully aware, and I can't thank you enough, mate. Thank you so much for the $19.99 coming in at the end there as well. I think I have got them all there. I have Baptiste as well. Thank you. That it says that's a fifth super chat on the channel as well. So thank you so much for that as well. And coming at the end with a $2.49. I don't know what to say, man. You are all so generous, and yeah, I can't thank you enough, man. Man of the Mask, how are you doing? Everyone, yeah, so be careful, because now she watches the stream, she'll know what yous are all like, and yeah, but yeah, honestly, I can't thank you enough. You're all legends, and as I said, I will get this out as soon as I can, and yeah, I guess as always, all this I have to make you say is thank you so much, everyone. I genuinely appreciate it, and I will see you all on the next stream. Bye, everyone.